the Chinese might just take over with their robots. They just beat the world record for a half marathon. So sprinting Chinese robots. That's great. That's great. What could go wrong? What could go wrong with sprinting Chinese robots? That's not fucking terrifying. And when I say it beat the world record for a half marathon, I mean the world record. I mean our fastest people. I don't mean how fast you could run a half marathon. I don't mean how fast I could run a half marathon. First of all, I couldn't. I'm gonna have to do that shit in sections. I don't have the lungs for it. I don't. I wouldn't be able to do it. But our best athletes, the best of us, the fastest of us. You're telling me that they can just make something faster? That's not fucking terrifying. We finally reached the point where the physical human body is officially obsolete. Great. A humanoid robot named Lightning, because we should name these motherfuckers. That's what we should do. And honestly, I'm optimistic about the future. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I am. I think that the future could be amazing. But I'm not in denial. I'm not one of those people where it's just like it's gonna be great, man. I could see how this shit could go to shit. I could see how this could all go to hell. So when you make them faster than us, and I'm guessing they're able to make them stronger, and then you put a name on them, I don't want to run from something like that. And it's got a name. I don't know why the name bothers me more than the fact that it's faster than our fastest people. Built by the Chinese tech giant Honor, or maybe it's Honor. I don't know how they pronounce it, but they just took to the streets for the 2026 Beijing E-Town Half Marathon and didn't just finish it. They dis- they dismantled the very concept of human athletic achievement. 13.1 miles of sustained mechanical movement that clocked in at a staggering 50 minutes and 26 seconds. This beats the human world record for a half marathon held by Jacob Kaplimo is 57 minutes and 20 seconds. It didn't just beat the time, it gapped the best human in history by nearly 7 full minutes. While Kiplimo's record breaking pace was a blistering 4 minutes and 22 seconds per mile, Lightning was casually coasting at 3 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. I I'm I why? 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 Why did you do this? And it's like I get it, man. Like just to see if you could. Are we dismantling these things? You can't put, and then it's like you put like some sort of intelligence to it where it could like run the entire race. I'm not sure if it's being remotely operated, but why? It was running miles at 3 minutes and 50 seconds each. It was running less than a 3 minute mile for half of a marathon. You can't run from this. This isn't something you run from. I'm picturing the Chinese. I'm I'm this is the thing of nightmares. This is the thing of movies. I'm picturing Chinese sprinting robots. They just come in on some boats. You don't even see a motherfucker in sight. There's no humans. And you just see lightning at the top. And he's just holding the wheel. And you just see him. And you know how fast this nigga is. You know how fast lightning is. And I'm just picturing a whole bunch of these. A fleet of lightnings and lightning juniors or whatever. You put intelligence on it. You put a little bit of, put a strength on it too. Make these things strong. Make them smart. And they're already fast. 3 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. I let's look at the thing that will soon be our overlord. This is lightning, everybody.
这些呢都是处于我们一个核心的位置，核心位置，人的这种形态。所以
This is
呢，
what we'll
我
all
们
be
在工
speaking.
厂当中
Go ahead and get used to it. If you don't speak, what is that, Mandarin? I don't think it's Chinese. What is it? Do they call it Chinese or Mandarin? I don't know. We're gonna know. We're gonna know. Get educated. We're gonna get re-educated if you're not educated. Don't say nothing. You can't. This is what we're all gonna be doing. That's all. I, I'm, I shouldn't, right? No, no.
他提速了，
I'll get better. I'm gonna
在赛
practice.
道上，好，两个人呢
Yo
开了距离，
That's what's coming for us.
红色，外形有着炫酷的外观，
Fuck.
这也是一台荣耀的闪电
Yo
机器人。它的双臂、双足的摆动幅度都非常之快。
Yeah, we're all gonna be speaking Chinese soon. We're all gonna be speaking Mandarin. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to. They'll give me grace period. They'll give me a grace period. They'll let me work on my new language. These will be our overlords. This is terrifying. This is terrifying. I don't know why they did this, but they did it. They did it. This is what they're showing. This is what they're showing. What's behind closed doors? I don't know. This is we're gonna be speaking Chinese, all of us. Mandarin? Is it? I don't know. I need to stop. They're gonna end up re-educating me just because I keep slipping up. Whichever one I'm saying that's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think we're good. They're gonna keep this coming, even if it isn't the Chinese. All jokes aside, we're gonna be like, oh wait a minute, they could do what? Think about how world records are for us, like just human world records. If you actually look up any world record and you'll see like the times before, like all the times that the previous world record had been beaten, you'll notice that the times start to like one they almost shrink where they're not as far apart, and you'll notice that there's almost a jump where, let's say, and this is me just like making some shit up. Let's say you're trying to, I'm pretty sure like the world record for holding your breath is some like crazy shit like 27 or 29 minutes or some shit like that. Let's say at first it was 10 minutes. At first it was 10 minutes, and then somebody came and they pushed it was 10 minutes and 30 seconds, and then it was like 11 minutes, and then it was 11 minutes and 30, and this is me again just throwing numbers out there to prove my point. And then one day somebody said, you know what? I'm gonna do 25 minutes. Out of nowhere, you're going to see all these people that are doing like 25.3, or even if they're coming up short, they're doing like 20, 21, 22.5, whatever it is. You're going to have all these people that are saying, oh, wait a minute, that could be done. And the same thing is going to happen with these. Mark my words. Mark my words. Lightning is just, one of the first. It's just the one that broke the first world record. This was the first time where they decided, hey, we might need to have a separate league. Talking about human times doesn't even make sense now. Now the new time is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Beat it. So you're going to have people that are all around the world. You're going to have the brightest and bestest people on a mission. And they're going to say, I could beat that. And even if they come up short, even if they beat it by just a little bit, maybe they beat it by a lot. And next thing you know, you have literal, like just blurs going by because they can run, 25-second miles. I don't know. If you would have asked me, can somebody hold their breath for 29 minutes? I would have said, nah, never. If they're dead, maybe. I don't know. But when somebody does it, well, people have faith. People have hope, and they say I could do it too. So just like what I was saying earlier with the UK laws, hopefully not bleeding over. Hopefully people don't say, "Hey, look at how they're controlling their population. Let's do it over here." I'm hoping that doesn't get adopted. I don't know. I just don't want it. I don't want it. This is one of the first times that I'm actually looking at some shit that is being invented, and it's like, I don't want it. Turn it down. Slow it down. Don't make them faster than me. I don't want to see that thing sprinting where it's like, and then it's got some fucking endurance. It's not just like a quick sprint. Like even a cheetah that can go super fast, it ends up, it's like a quick sprint. It's got to get the gazelle. It's got to get it, or else I'm gassed. I can't keep it up. This motherfucker half a marathon. Shit. I couldn't run half a marathon like straight if you were running, I don't know, a 13-minute mile. Eventually, you're going to get my ass. It's going to be like, I don't know, adrenaline is going to wear out. I don't know what mile, whatever mile I say, just know we're going to have to subtract some miles because, that's my ego. I'm going to say, you might catch me by mile 7 or 8. It's probably like by mile 3. I'm already gassed. I can't even move. I get a leg cramp. I'm falling on the ground. Lightning is right behind me. He's saying, I'm going to take you to your overlord, the rest of the robots. You're going to jail. You're going to jail because you put a post up. This is one of those things that I hope doesn't bleed over. Because that is the first thing I think of. Is somebody is going to use this shit. How fast can this go? Cool. And you could put intelligence in this. We'll be in touch. And next thing you know, there is no human on the police force, in the military, or anything like that. An invasion from another country doesn't look like other people. As scary as drones are, drones with fucking robots that sprint at 3 minutes and 50 seconds per mile is just fucking scarier. Let's not add to it. I'm already terrified of what we're going to do with this shit. I'm already terrified. That's what I'm saying. You add smarts, you add strength with this speed. Tell me why they wouldn't. Tell me why they wouldn't weaponize it. Tell me why they wouldn't use that as a weapon. Why they wouldn't use it for control. I want to know. This is not me just like there's no possible way. There's nothing else. Everything's... Please tell me. Because everything inside of me is saying, nah. I mean, give it time. It's not going to happen overnight. They're going to do it slowly but surely, inch by inch, kind of like they do with everything else. And eventually, something's going to happen, and they're going to use that. It might even be a false flag. It might not even be something that actually happens. That was just like something that, but honestly, all the craziness that's been going on in the world, there's going to be something that will just happen. It will just happen. And they're going to say, hey, this is the moment. This is the time. Let's go ahead and introduce thunder. We can't go with lightning. That's the Chinese. We are America. And we came after lightning. So we are thunder. And that's okay. Because we come with a bang. I don't know. They'll probably come up with something better. It'll be something, equally horrible and just as terrifying. It's going to be awful. And they're going to say, this is for you. This is for our people in blue. Let's not get them hurt. You know how scared they are? Have you heard of something called PTSD? So take that. LGBTQ community. We have other letters we're worried about right now. We have to think about the ones that have PTSD. This is the only group we worry about now as a country. And if you have a problem with it, lightning will be coming for you. It already has your digital ID locked into its system. It will be coming for you. It knows exactly where you are. Sleep knowing that. That's what's coming. I'm telling you. It won't be overnight. I'm not putting a time on it. I'm not. It's coming. It'll be, how about this? I'll put a time. Because saying a prediction without a time is just basically pointless, right? It'll be before I die. Before I die, something like lightning here is going to be implemented in some sort of government program meant to keep us safe, protect us from criminals, and the line of what a criminal is slowly going to get moved. It's slowly going to get more blurry, and soon, whatever, relative, one day, the line will be gone. And anybody that opposes the forces that be is a criminal, is an enemy, is an outsider, is a rebel, is going to be a fucking problem. You can't run away. lightning is after your ass. Let's go ahead and I honestly want to play it again. I need to practice on my on my Chinese anyways. Mandarin. Chinese. Mandarin. Do they speak both? I definitely know that Mandarin is a thing. I need to know this. I need to know this just in case they show up on boats.
这些呢都是处于我们一个核心的位置，核心位置，人的这种形态。所以呢，例如说在工厂当中，
Jesus
加
Christ.
速的模式。
Look at this. It's the arm movement. I think it's the arm movement. That's what would fuck me up.
好，
That's what would fuck me
两
up.
个人呢拉开了距离。
So because you would look with this thing behind you, and it would be the arm movement. I would shit myself. I would shit myself. And I would say, please, I accept you as my new leader. I come in peace. Please. And it reminds me of that movie Get Out, when bro was outside and he was like smoking a cigarette or something, and dude that was like the caretaker outside was doing like some random night sprints, and he was just looking at him, and he just like sprinting full force, his arms doing the same shit, and it freaked dude out. I think it would be a lot scarier if it wasn't a person, it was lightning, and they were running at 3 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. I would shit myself. Maybe I'm just a bitch. Maybe you'd be all right. Maybe you don't think this is a problem. Maybe I'm blowing things out of proportion. Maybe. I don't know. But I think that, like I said, we're all going to be speaking Chinese soon. Or we're going to be at a race. And every country is going to have their own version of this. More than likely. Yeah, because as these do get weaponized, as these technologies do continue to increase, it's going to be the same excuse, if not for like I said, if something happens, it's like, this is to protect our people, and like we have a whole bunch of deaths with our police, like whatever bullshit that they obviously, we got to be thankful for our police. They really do help protect us. They really do go through a lot. They have to deal with people on their worst days. Every single time they basically interact with people on their job. They don't know if they're going to die. Like all these things, obviously. Putting all these disclaimers out there. But it would be that problem, that issue, that responsibility that police officers have willingly accepted. It would be used. It would be used, and it would just be continue to be used, and it would be dramatized, and it would be over talked about, and eventually a good majority of people might be like, hey, you know what? This actually sounds like a good idea. I think this is right. Why are we even doing this? It's like, this is barbaric. We shouldn't even have people having to do this. This is like not even just them. Think about their families, never knowing if their spouse is gonna come home, if their parent is gonna come home, not knowing if they're gonna die on duty, not knowing if they're gonna witness something that actually changes their mental state. So even if they're alive, they actually, they're not the same. They're not able to cope with what happened, and they just slowly start to spiral out. They're not the person that we used to know. Instead of that, why not just accept lightning? Why not? Why not just accept these new robots as our overlords? So even if it's not something like that, even if it's not one of those things where, something happens and they try to put it on us like that, the same argument that we have with nukes and AI and anything, just game theory is going to play out. Well, China's doing it. You don't want the Chinese to get the hold of this, and they'll have the upper hand, and they can come over here. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to get lightning. We got to get them up. We'll do 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Take that. Hiya. We're going to do that. And then slowly but surely, we are going to lose our control. Slowly but surely, these are going to be the things that are walking around the streets. Everybody will feel safe and not safe at the same time. Safe from any human doing anything to them. Not safe because if they do anything that steps out of line, this robot will fucking kill you. This robot will run after you. It knows everything about you. It knows how long you've been living there. It knows what posts you just did on social media. It knows if you have hate in your heart for anybody they don't want you to hate. Sorry, keep that to yourself. Don't talk about it. The robots might be able to overhear. You don't know about that, did you? You didn't know about that. They're able to actually tap into all of the different phones. They're able to tap into all the different Alexas or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making shit up, obviously. Maybe this is me just spiraling out. Maybe again I'm just blowing things out of proportion. But damn, this is one of those few times, man, where I'm just like, bro, keep all that. They don't have to move faster than us, dude. Like, they don't have to sprint. Somebody's gonna take that shit. You might like somebody's gonna take that shit and they're gonna put a gun on it, bro. God damn. Somebody's gonna take that. You're gonna have drones up in the sky and a whole bunch of fucking running robots and shit like that. We're just gonna all be collateral damage. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. And that's it was already, people are already terrified about, like, oh, what about nuclear war? You know, what if something pops off and we go to nuclear war? That would be awful. That would be awful. And then I think future generations are going to look back and say, remember when all they used to have to really worry about was nuclear war? And nobody really ever did that. Instead of, except fucking United States did it twice. God damn, can't believe they did that shit. But for the most part, let's be real, they had it so good. For the most part, everybody just looked at each other and said, hey, let's just chill. This could cause destruction. But these things started to get out of hand because Lightning learned how to make Lightning 2. Lightning 2 figured out how to actually, well, let's go ahead and improve this. Let's go ahead and put sort of an assembly line together between us, and we can actually start cranking out a lot more. And Lightning 1 and 2 quickly became Lightning 50,000. And they decided that the people that first made them, the humans, were irrelevant. I don't know. We've all seen the movies, right? We've all seen it. We've all seen it. I guess I was just okay with it. If you saw a whole bunch of other robots, like even the fighting robots, I don't know if you've seen any of those videos. I'm optimistic about this shit. I like it. I actually look forward to seeing the new technological advances all the time. I love it. I love it. So I do watch different videos of different robots and things like that. It was like some CES convention or some shit like that, where a whole bunch of different companies came together to show off all of their shit. And you saw robots specifically there for fighting. And at first I was just like, why would you do that? The same reaction. Like, why would you do that? This is going to freak people out. Why would you teach them how to fight? They're going to be fucking ninjas? Perfect. Great. This is the shit from fucking movies. Why would you do that? And then I saw them going against humans, and they had great technique and all that. But then a human, like, you know, they were bigger and they were able to just like push it down. It's like, okay. So it's like if this thing came at me, it'd be like, oh, that's cute. It's like, get your little 30-pound ass off of me. It's okay. It's okay. It just looks intimidating. But you put a gun on fucking Lightning, bro. 3 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. When I saw things like that, I'm like, all right, sigh, exhale, relief. It feels great knowing that even the people that are trying to create fighting robots, they made sure that they couldn't actually, like, if they decided, I don't know how it would happen. I don't have anywhere near the intellect to actually even be able to begin to imagine how something just switches in them and they say, wait a minute, and they become conscious and, you know, realize that I don't need to listen to you, and they're sentient and become their own beings. I don't know how that would happen. But in my brain, it could happen. I don't know. So if that's a possibility, and these things know how to fight, it makes me feel good to know that they're not like strong. They're not really a threat. It'd be like, oh no. It's like, I don't know, maybe like pour a little cup of water on it. I don't know how they work. But when, like, if you were making those same things, but then they were strong, they were able to, like, the human goes to push them, and it's like, nah, bro, and they just like beat the shit out of the human. It's like, okay, but as soon as they say I'm not letting you control me, they could do that to all of us. If this lightning robot says I am not gonna be controlled, I don't know, and they've created a whole bunch of them, it just makes me uncomfortable. I can't outrun you. I can't outrun you. And that makes me uncomfortable. It's like just like it would make me again uncomfortable if a fighting robot wasn't able to be easily just pushed off. You know, like you're not a real threat. You could be good for sparring, help a fighter stay, you know, trained or whatnot. But if you became sentient, it's okay. This motherfucker lightning, I would be scared. I would shit a brick. It's the arms. It's the arms. I think it's a coin toss, and that's the scariest part. And I guess just in case lightning does um, come and take over, just in case we get a whole bunch of lightning-like robots, Chinese sprinting robots that come over and they take over, I want them to know that I'm not a problem. And so with that, I say,